I've never had a bookshelf as an adult reader, let alone two, and today we're gonna decorate them together. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I recently moved, so I finally had the chance to have a room like just for my books. So this is my reading room and these are my new shelves, which I just decorated and filmed the entire thing for you guys so you could decorate them with me. I feel like it's been so long since I sat down and recorded a video for you guys, but life got crazy and like I said, I moved. I spent the holidays in my home country, but I have a couple of videos already planned and in the works for you. We're so back because look at this beautiful background. So yeah, right now I'm just gonna roll the clips of me actually organizing and decorating the bookshelves, and then I'll give you a tour right after. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is separate the books into genres. So I've been a reader my entire life, but my first bookshelf and like the majority of my books are in my home country. So these are my first bookshelves as an adult reader. And that's also the reason why I don't know if I have enough books yet to fill like the entire bookshelves. I think right now I'm gonna focus on the ones you can see like in the backdrop of my videos. Okay, so this looks like a mess, but in my head it's organized. We have thrillers, mysteries, fiction, romance, fantasy, and also non-fiction I also put here. But I still have a few to go. Okay, I think that's officially all my books, and it looks like I didn't even categorize them, but I swear in my head I did. The next obvious step is to divide them into series or actual shelves that I want to like give a spotlight to. But yeah, like I said, right now we're working with fantasy, romance, we have thrillers and mysteries over there, and then we have fiction and non-fiction and literary fiction, classics, and all of that sort is over here. It's been a couple hours, but we're powering through. So this is what we're working with. I feel like once I decorate, like once I have all my decorations out and some books will be facing upward and like spread out with the decorations, I might be able to fill out most of the shelves. I'll leave the top two shelves for last, just in case I don't have enough books to fill them out, but I feel like I might be able to. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and start arranging them and see what sticks, I guess. A minute of silence for my Harry Potter books because they're so old. I read this series when I was like in high school. I was like what, like 15? They're yellow and you can barely read the title. Fiction books. I don't know how to categorize them. Okay, this is like a safe place to start since it's a hardcover and it's very like big, but I would want it like this. I love this cover and I love this book. This radio Lego gives me like vintage vibes, like classy type of vibes, so I think I'm gonna put it here. These are Latin American classics mixed with some American classics. This is a special edition of one of my favorite books of all time. And the radio looks like kind of vintage classic type of vibes, and that's why I have it there. I feel like all of this is like subject to change. For this shelf I have more romance more romance books, and I have this cute basket where I'm gonna put my bookmark collection and my little like book stamps. This lighting sucks, but I'm thinking when I'm sitting down here, I would want these two shelves to be more visible. So I'm thinking this one I'll move there, and then these two I can move up. Okay, so now the only books I have left are some that I haven't read, so like TBR, nonfiction. I think I'm just gonna make like a TBR shelf and then put the memoir somewhere else. These I haven't read. This one I've read, but I really don't like it, so it's okay if it's at the bottom of my bookshelf. These books that are Game of Thrones books are my husband's, but I'm not opposed to reading them. My favorite animals are sharks and whales, and there's whales all over my house. And I have like these like small little whales, like the mom and the baby. I also have this picture frame, the picture of me riding the Velocicoaster with my husband and my best friend. I also have this Lego. It's so cute. It's like a mini orchid. And I have this cake Lego that came with a Dobby one, but I don't necessarily want it with the Dobby one. Okay, so I think I'm done. I'll give you a bookshelf tour tomorrow when the lighting's a little better, but I'm so proud of how it turned out. It looks so cute. Okay, so it's been a few days, and I kid you not, I've been waiting for like 3 days to have good lighting in this room, but the Sunshine State isn't sunshining. We finished the bookshelves. This is an overview. We have Ballet behind the camera, and now we're gonna give you a bookshelf tour. Okay, so starting with the top shelf, we have some classics and literary fiction. You'll see that a pattern in the bookshelves is that my favorite books are like facing outward. So I have this like special edition of one of my all-time favorite books. It's a Latin American classic. And then over here we have just some Latin American classics and some American classics like 1984, The Catcher in the Rye, Flowers for Algernon. And then right under that shelf, we have our first romance shelf. I thought this little bunny was so cute and perfect for the romance section. So I have the Chestnut Spring series right here, and then I have the Rose Hill series. Moving on to over here, we have my Abby Jimenez books. Right under that one, we have more romance books. We have my Emily Henry books, and then I put this Mirable. Mirable is one of my favorite Taylor Swift songs, and Folklore is my favorite album. Then we have a little basket over here. I have my bookmark collection in here, and I have my little book stamps in here as well. Then over here we have more romance books. We have some Ashley Poston, Lynn Painter. We have the Magnolia Park series, or just the first book in the Magnolia Parks universe. I have my Heartstopper book, which I can't wait to read the rest. Right below that shelf, we have my TBR shelf, some fantasy, some literary fiction, and I have my Game of Thrones books. These are actually my husband's. And then I have the little baby whale I had shown you before. And then over here we have my nonfiction books. Obviously, I'm Glad My Mom Died is facing outward because that's one of my all-time favorite books and definitely my favorite memoir. But we also have the Viola Davis memoir and Drew Afualo's book. At the bottom here, like I said, I left it empty, so I just have this crate, and I usually just have it filled with YouTube stuff like recording equipment and stuff like that. Okay, so now moving on to the bookshelf on the right. I made it so that this would be literary fiction and then it trickles into more literary fiction, but this is more like modern. And obviously we have Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow Facing Outward, followed up with the other book I have from her, which is The Storied Life of A.J. Fickery. And then it just trickles into more literary fiction. We have some sci-fi, Taylor Jenkins Reid. Then we have The Book Thief, which is historical fiction. And following that historical fiction, I put The Nightingale. So then I just followed that with more Kristen Hanna. Then we have Sally Rooney. Of course, Normal People is Facing Outward because I love that book so much. And then, yeah, we have more historical fiction and literary fiction over here. I think this is one of my favorite shelves, my Sarah J. Maas shelf. So we have the ACOTAR series. I love how this series looks, like the colors are just so pretty. I put my TBR jar right here, and then we have the entire Throne of Glass series. We have my Harry Potter series and the little Dobby Lego set that I built. And I put this candle from Bath and Body Works that has a snake because it obviously fits the Harry Potter vibes. Then we have the Powerless series and my Fourth Wing series, which I'm actually going to the midnight release literally today, and I couldn't be more excited because Onyx Storm comes out at midnight. Just below that one we have mysteries and thrillers. So we have some Stephen King, then Riley Sager, and then we have some more thrillers and some Lisa Jewell. Over here I put the little orchid Lego set and the cake that came with Dobby. I put it right here. And then here's a picture frame riding Velocicoaster. So yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. Let me know what you think of my bookshelves. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching me organize and decorate my first ever bookshelves as an adult reader. I had so much fun and I'm so happy with the result. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll hopefully see you in my next video. Bye!